Hi, I'm Greg, and it's another tunnel take.
There's only food under the sofa.
Baby, why don't you just change the channel and tell me?
I did.
Well, man, that's good stuff. I was just talking to Greg. Not my best impression. I need to put a wife beater on. Smoking my Brian Dorn pipe. First time I'm smoking anything out of it, even though I've had it for, I don't know, a couple of months. It's the one that says Brian Dorn and Rinky Dinky. Beautiful pipe. I got some Orlick Golden sliced in it. Breaking her in, first smoke. I think I already said that. Kind of dumb to break it in with 2021 Orlick Golden slice, but oh well. Got a nice deep bowl. I was throwing tobacco in there. It just kept going and going. I didn't even fill it all the way up. Anyways. I just felt like a coffee. I felt like a smoke. I'm parked under a gas station because it's 88 degrees out. Thank God I have AC in this car. I mean to tell you. But anyways, I did a couple of weeks at the new job. A lot to learn. There's a lot of computer system work here. There's like 7 different programs. And I've determined that I need glasses because I've always used readers for stuff up close, and I have good vision. I'm farsighted. Now I'm finding I'm looking at a lot of computer screens that are anywhere between 3 to 5 feet away from me, and those in-between zones are just not working for me anymore. So they have vouchers here at work. Anyway, I'm getting glasses. I just have to at some point go get a prescription and then take that to work, and they give me a voucher and I can get one hell of a discount on a variety of different work glasses. And while I'm there, I may just get regular glasses for me at the house because I hit that age, man. I'm 46. It was just a year or two ago that my eyes started getting bad, and we've all been there. It's just the way it goes. But it's hard because I'll be at work. I got my safety glasses on. I'm sweating and I'm working, and then I got to go to the computer, and I got grease on me, and I got to pull those things off, take my gloves off, pull those things off, and put on readers. And the readers are great for real close, but they don't do much for 3 feet away. Right now it's blurry. It's just been super annoying. I need glasses. So that's coming. And I was wrong. I thought I was only getting 48 hours a week. I'm getting 56. I work 4 12s Monday through Thursday, and then an 8 on Friday. So that is very good news. So I don't know, 2.5, 3 months, I ought to be out of debt. Because I had to buy a bed, and I had to buy a damn chair, and I had to pay taxes and fix my AC and all that stuff. So things are looking up. It's so nice not having tools in this car, and it's clean and it feels light. Anyways, I'm sorry for babbling on about stuff that probably doesn't concern you all that much. Oh, I messed up, by the way. On a pinch, I bought these puffs, and I didn't know it was Vicks vapor rub crap. Probably some Rockefeller petroleum based forever chemical laced with fentanyl in there. And when I blow my nose, I'm killing myself. So, but I kept them. I kept him with me because I figure if I ever got to take a poop, my butthole will have a minty aftertaste to it when I fart. Because I poop a lot when I'm on the go. You never know, man. Schwab my butthole. Anyways, excuse me for being crude. Just trying to be funny. Yeah, I was gonna like allocate this pipe to one blend or something. Yeah, man, I ain't doing all that, bro. Just smoke it. Smoke it. I've been staring at this pipe for like 2 months. Like, man, I really want to smoke that. So I'm going to smoke whatever the hell I want in it. I'm just not going to smoke vapors. I mean vapors. I can't even think of what the hell they're called right now. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to smoke tunnel take aromatics out of it. It's good stuff. Man, that's good stuff. I tell you what. I like when Greg says that. Oh man, that's good stuff. I tell you what. Yeah. I just sent Greg this impetuous, reflexive rant. It's not very eloquent, but I'll probably add it on here. We were talking. And, I don't know. Anyways, I hope y'all are doing all right. Man, I've got a lot of tobaccos in there I need to review. I just... my drive to work's only 15 minutes now, which is good. I mean, just what I'm saving on wear and tear and fuel is more than paying for my dental and health insurance. My dental and health benefits. So, I'll talk to y'all later. Yeah, I don't even know if that's really Elon Musk anymore, bro. But, you know, as much as I run around and talk about, you know, you're watching a movie, this, that, and the other, there are times I wonder how much of that's actually true, because you know, some things just look predictably sloppy and simple, and that could be done that way on purpose, or, you know, something else is going on. But I understand what you're saying. Here's the bigger scheme and the bigger scam. You know, the people they'll always argue, well, what about people that need arms and prosthetics, or if we get to a place of medical technological advancement where we can build a synthetic heart or a synthetic eye? It's like, all that's fine, but here's the thing. People need to understand what they're not telling you is the other part of that. They have a cure for every single disease, every cancer. They can regenerate and do things in vats biologically where it's actually a part of your DNA. There's what we are capable of would come off like miracles and magic to people. It's just all kept in dark programs behind lock and key because it liberates the American public. Another big factoid is that most every disease and cancer, other than a plague given by God, is man-made. It's man-made! And I get to this point, Greg. I hear people... and I think it's always good to talk. There's nothing wrong with that, you know? It's just... I just feel like I've looked behind the final curtain. I'm not saying there's things I know everything. But I've seen behind the final curtain. I know how deep the rabbit hole goes. I don't know everything. But once you finally get to that final curtain and you peer behind it, you're like, no wonder people need to read scripture. It's all there. It really is all there. And then when you start finding things out and you go back to scripture, you're like, oh, no wonder. The scam of the heliocentric model, the fact that God is the ultimate, he reigns supreme, that we are all his creation, even those that rebelled against him, that we are stuck here in a terrarium. This is a created terrarium. No one's leaving. This heliocentric model horseshit, the solar system, all this stuff, it's just horseshit, bro. And when you start to realize, when you magnify the greater reality and pull yourself out of the matrix and you start to consider what's possible in that paradigm, the fact that all this was spoken into existence by an all-seeing, all-knowing, powerful, mighty God, where there are entities so powerful who work in darkness, that Gabriel himself, when he ascended from the heavens, needed the help of Archangel Michael to fight one of these entities because he was getting his ass kicked, knowing that even those entities all together are nothing compared to God. And people want to know about magic, or they want to know about the occult, and they want to know about hidden technology and all the stuff that's going on. It's like bickering about fake politics. It shows you the level of how easily pruned and led astray we are when we all sit around, watch the news, and get angry. We all nitpick little things, you know what I mean? And the details matter. I'm not saying the details don't matter. I'm just saying it's always this sleight of hand shit. They won't tell you there's free energy, and so that's your options are fossil fuels, which dinosaurs are fake, or you have to generate energy through other means, child labor, mining lithium out of the ground in some third world country, or you have to generate energy through water, wind, or solar, which none of those are very adequate. What they refuse to tell you is about free energy, 0 point energy, acoustical energy, frequency energy that's built into the earth because this is a giant fucking transformer. That's the way God created things. Everything is self-renewable. It's self-replenishing. So they won't tell you about that because they know damn well that the implications mean you get off the plantation. They can't meter free. So the good news in my eyes is all the lies the enemy has to peddle. Yes, it took thousands of years. All the lies the enemy had to peddle to make the paradigm he's saying we live in work, it's very difficult even for the enemy to keep up with. That's why NASA had to go erase all the moon landings and get rid of and say, oh, we lost 40,000 reels. Oh, yeah, we don't know what we did. We'd misplaced it. Because technology caught up to them. And they realized that there were too many glaring artifacts in their video reels that Photoshop and other software programs that the American public has readily available at their fingertips would have scanned for and found. So they had to delete all that shit and play stupid. And the American public just lets them do it. So, this goes back so far, long before your grandparents and your grandparents' were born. And we were just thrust into it. The problem is by the time you figure out the scam, you're already in your midlife, if you've even figured it out. And everyone around you is overworked, overburdened, stressed out, financially broke. And all we want is just a little inner peace and to spend time with our families. And so that's the big scam. They're going to tell you transhumanism is going to cure ails. What I'm going to tell you is they already have cures for all that. Not only do they have cures, they actually create the ailments. Okay? They're going to tell you there's nothing we can do but use fossil fuels, which are bad for the environment. Even though that I don't agree with any of that stuff, like global warming and all that crap. They're going to push that narrative anyways because they want to bankrupt us, right? Pushing these smart cities, Green New Deal bullshit. But the fact of the matter is, here's another thing. We are too consumed with progress. I don't give a shit about progress. Everything we could ever want is here and now. We could be so liberated that all we would truly desire or thirst for is a deeper connection with one another and God. Because we're no longer worried about money or chasing a dollar. Yeah, we still work. We still give back to the community. We still do what we need to do. But once you move out of being financially stressed, the concept of consumer object fetishism, of lusting after money, falls by the wayside because it's no longer hanging over your head. You know, they insert these celebrity egomaniacal fevered egos into the zeitgeist, right? So people can think, oh, well, maybe I can be a celebrity. Maybe I can get off the plantation. I can be some Hollywood superstar and be rich and famous. And so we fetishize the wrong shit. And the way that they've built this system in many regards is they purposefully desire a poor class of citizens, because they want the poor class to remind the middle class what's coming for them if they slack off. So the poor class citizens are there to scare the shit out of the middle class, and the very elite upper class are there to inspire the middle class. But it's truly all a scam. It's very, very difficult in this economy with the way things are rigged to truly pull yourself up by your bootstraps. For every one story about some guy making it like Mattress Mac, I came to Houston with $200 and now I'm worth $20 million. There's millions of stories of those that have blown their brains out or OD'd or died who gave it their all, and it all went sideways, bro. You don't hear that. You don't hear about those stories. People want to hear a good story, not a sad story. So I'm just telling you, man, that's one reason why we're all oppressed, is because the enemy knows if we have what we need, there's only one place to turn when all your needs are met, and that is inward. And it's there that you'll find God, and you'll begin a relationship with God the Father through Jesus Christ. And then you'll turn to others. The only thing left after truly getting away from poverty and disease and ailments is deeper connections with God and with mankind. It is an existential threat to the enemy. So they have to always inoculate throw these monkey wrenches into the system and rewrite history and hide technology and do all these things to keep us on the plantation. And it's like, once you know that, and you really know that, and you see people talking about, the problems and the pitfalls of capitalism, the military industrial complex, and socialism, and all these different little things, they're talking about the things that they've been told to talk about. They were given options of debating different things, never seeing the bigger picture. It's all a fucking scam. It's all a scam. God does not want us becoming part man, part machine. That is blasphemy. We are consumed by progress because we think progress is going to cure our problems, when really the problems, the enemy behind the scenes, is inoculating into the system. There are no problems. They do not organically come from the earth. That comes from darkness, the disease, the cancer, the shit they spray on us. It's in our water. It's in our food. It's in our clothes. It's in everything. We are sick and obese because of Satan's children. People can't wrap their mind around this stuff, and I'm on a damn, rant. But the thing is, Greg, we don't need anything. We don't need more progress. We need more God. We need more each other. And, depending on where you fall on the eschatological spectrum, it just depends on how you see things are going to, unravel. I'm not sure how all that's supposed to go, but it's just yawn. There's so much that needs to be exposed, and at this rate, it's going to take a while. Love you, dude. I just bought a venti cold brew. I'm about to smoke a pipe.